What's up, guys? We are live, and yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. Me and Ricky were supposed to go about 2 o'clock today, and unfortunately, it wouldn't work. We had some problems going on, and now, I have to go live, unfortunately, without him. So we'll get him on here eventually, but right now I gotta go solo. I gotta keep it going on. So we got a good card on Saturday night. We got UFC 244. We got Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal for the BMF title, and it's a great card. Honestly, from top to bottom, the prelims are stacked. I mean, every fight is good on here. Um, I can't wait, man. I got 3 bets so far. Probably gonna stick with the three, honestly. All dog bets, and I love the card. We'll talk about last card just really briefly. Damian Maia choked out Ben Askren. It was awesome. I bet on Maia. He was my only winning bet of the night. I had a small losing night. I think it was like minus 7.7 or something like that. So that marks a 3 card losing streak. But hey, I mean, we're still plus 48 units, overall. So that's all that matters. And yeah, lost on Alex White, lost on Star Poli. 2 bad bets, but I'm glad Maya got the W. And yeah, to the comments, what's up, MMA KO? First time at MSG, can't wait. That's awesome, man. Put some stuff up on Twitter, man, so we can see some pictures and stuff. Yeah, this is a great card. Let's dive right in because it's a little late at my house and I don't want to skip a card. I'm never gonna skip a card, so let's do this, man. So first fight of the night, and we do have a play here. We got Julio Arce versus Hakeem Dawodu, and honestly, man, I honestly don't know why Julio Arce is the underdog here. He should definitely be the favorite, and that's my first play. I got Julio Arce, 3 units. You get plus 120. Let me check it real quick just to make sure it's not plus 125. Let's see quick. Yeah, so plus 120. I think he's plus 110 now. Yeah, but anyways, back on the matchup. Yeah, I think Garcia is the better striker. I think that he has really good movement. I think he's more technical. I think he hits harder than Hakeem. I just think on the feet, man, he's the better striker. Like I just mentioned, I think Hakeem, he's definitely probably the better athlete. I do think that, he's probably a little faster, but as we can tell, like as we can see in this, in his career so far, I think he's a little chinny. I think Arce is tough. I think Arce is, definitely battled through adversity. He got hurt a couple times in that fight versus Shaman, and I mean, arguably he could have won that fight. That was a war, and he came back from that fight. That was a really close fight. Just split for a reason. I mean, he's fought better competition. He's beaten competition. He went out there and beat a guy like Dan Ige. You think Hakeem could beat a guy like Dan Ige? No. I mean, Hakeem lost to freaking Danny Henry, man, and he got dropped and then tapped out. Look at his last fight, man. I mean, he lost to freaking Hori, dude. That guy he's a jobber. He got cut after one fight, and he lost the first round. I mean, yeah, he finished the guy, but that guy was a bantamweight. He has no business in the UFC. He's going out there a split with Bosniak. Like, I don't think Hakeem's a fraud by any means. I just don't think he's ready for a guy like Julio Arce. And also, I forgot to mention, Arce has the wrestling advantage. I mean, Hakeem's getting taken down by Steven Siler. He's getting taken down by freaking Kyle Bosniak, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just that's not. I don't like that, man. A lot of people are really confident in Hakeem here, and I just don't see it. I mean, he has good cardio, but I mean, Julio has good cardio. A lot of people are saying that, well, Arce didn't fight a good fight with Julian Rosa. I mean, he dominated that fight. That was the best Rosa we've seen so far in the UFC, and in my opinion, Arce still won the first 2 rounds, and I mean, finishing the third round with that legit. Um, Combination now with that head kick. I mean, I like Arce's boxing, man. I mean, the guy is, has a really big background in boxing as well. He's a smaller guy. Hakeem's definitely the bigger guy, but I think Arce has more heart. I think Arce is the better striker, man. I think he's more technical, and I think he's a tougher guy. I think he's more durable as well. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him get hurt, but I mean, we've also seen Hakeem get hurt too. And I mean, Hakeem's going out there and losing the rounds, like botching that, man, and freaking Corey in his last fight. He's a little too young. I'm not gonna say not too young. I feel like he's a little too green, man. Like I think Hakeem could definitely be better in the future, but I don't really like what I see, man. I really don't. I think Arcee's a better fighter, and I just don't see how he's the favorite right now. I really don't. Arcee's a complete fighter, like I mentioned. I mean, he's has more ways to win. He has the wrestling advantage. He has a good back take. I mean, Steven Sauer took this guy's back twice. Bosch knocked this guy down. I mean, he could even finish Austin Arnett. I mean, the guy's he's not impressive in my opinion. Nice finding a guy that has, what, a 16-3 record in Julio Arce. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he lost to Brian Kelleher at bantamweight a long time ago, but I mean, the guy's going out there and beating good guys like Danny Gay. I mean, live by the sword, die by the sword. Great pressure. His movement's really good though too. That's one thing I like about him. He can go backward. He can still strike really good. Yeah, I think his movement's going to tie off Hakeem, or not tie off Hakeem, Russian Hakeem, and like I mentioned, I think he's going to hurt him, man. I think he, has the better striking, and I think he can get him down. So I'm going to go with Julio Arce, and I think he's going to finish Hakeem. If it goes to scorecards, in the in New York, I think he's going to get the win, but I think he's going to hurt Hakeem on the feet, and he's going to tap him out. So I'm going to go with Julio Arce with the third round submission in a good fight. So next fight we got Chance Rencountre versus Wyman Good, and yeah, man, this is another play, man. This is another freaking play. We got the dog Chance Rencountre at plus 125, I think. Let me check real quick. Yes, so plus 125. And yeah, Wyman Good, man, he's shown some holes in his game. I don't even know why I bet him versus Damian Maia. I mean, I thought Damian Maia was done, and makes him, and shows, he went out there and showed me that he's not done, and I bet him against Damian Maia. I mean, Damian Maia is not done at all. But yeah, Lyman Good, we've seen him before. We saw him on tough against Ian Stevens. The guy has problems with grappling, and what is Chance Rencountre? He's a really big grappler, relentless pressure. I mean, the guy beat Nadia, and I like to joke on Nadia, say he's a fraud and call him Fraudia, but he's no slouch. He's a young kid. He's going to be, a really good fighter, I feel like. And going out there and beating a kid like that, eating the shots that he did, I mean, it was an impressive win. I don't really like Lyman Good's mentality, his mindset, saying he's just scared to get knocked out. I don't like it. He's a better striker here. I'm not going to say he's not. He's definitely more technical. He's a better striker, but I just don't see him, stuffing the takedown. I think he's going to get taken down, and Chance is relentless for that takedown. And he has a great cardio. He's a great chin. And, one thing I like about him, like I just mentioned, the keyword relentless. He's going to go after the takedown, and he has good control. And I think he's going to keep him down the mat. I do think he could have finished Nadia, but, he just kept on, smothering him, man. Didn't run him back up, and it was a dominant win for him. And, I mean, Chance's striking's not bad either. He has pretty good striking, a good right hand, hurt Bilal, but I think he's going to strike with him until he gets him down. I think Chance is going to keep him down there. And even though I can see a decision win, I think he's going to get him out, man. I think he's going to sap him out just like Arce. So I'm going to go Chance for the third round submission as well. So first two fights with third round submissions, and those are my first two plays so far: Julio Arce and Chance to Rencountre. Yeah, Chance is a great grappler, man. Lyman Good has a lot of problems, man, with the grappling. Lyman Good, I mean, who's he really fought anyways in the UFC? I mean, he beat Killer B. Saunders. He lost his split to Gillespie in a striking battle, I mean, a lot of his losses against grapplers, so I'm going to go with Chance with a submission win. So next fight, we got a chick fight. We got Circadian versus Jennifer Maia, and yeah, I mean, what can you say about this fight, man? It's honestly just one of those fights that, I mean, I just really didn't put that much tape into it. I'll be honest. Jennifer Maia just she's has good PJJ. Striking's improved. She's a big flyweight. She missed weight last fight, but yeah, I don't see how she beat Chikagan. I like Chikagan. She grunt and run, but she can strike. She has good movement. She runs away, but she's tough. She has a good chin. She has good cardio, and she's tough to take down as well. She does have a good ground game, and she's technical in the feet. So this is a short breakdown for me. I'll go Chikagan with a decision win, but I'm not really confident at all. So looking in the comments real quick, looks like MMA KO like Arce. Quincy likes Arce. Torin Brown says that nice hallway got knocked out by Alexander Volkanovski. Yeah, I got Volkanovski there pre-tape, but yeah, man, I like Arce, man. I think Arce's a really good fighter, and I just don't see how he's the underdog. I think he should definitely be the favorite here, And I'm not sold on Hakeem right now. I'm not gonna say he's a fraud right now, but I just don't think he's that good. I really don't. I think there's a lot of hype right now. And I mean, who is he beating, dude? Nobody. And he's struggling with jobbers. Like Arce's beating like, good fighters, man. So, and he's a better striker. So next fight we got. I'm sure someone out there is gonna disagree with me though. We got Andre Arlovski versus Jurizo Rozenstruik. Yeah, this is a good fight. I like this fight. Even though Andre's, been looking, not bad lately, he got a win last fight. Yeah, I know he had some close fights against Will Harris and what's his name, Sakai. But I do think he lost those fights. I still think he's on the way out. I think he's, I think that he's been knocked out in a while, but his shin's so bad in my opinion. He's slow. I think he could definitely take down Rozenstruik, and I mean, if he chooses for the wrestling, I think he can take him down. But I just don't see him controlling him, and I don't see him tapping Rozenstruik out. He's not like a legit grappler. I think Rozenstruik's a great striker. I think he's too athletic, too fast, and I think he hits like a truck. And I know he's KO joggers and diaper baby and Crowder, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Rozenstruik by KO. I think he's gonna KO Andre Arlovski into oblivion. So I'm gonna go with Rozenstruik with the KO. Next fight, great fight, Brad Tavares versus Edmen Shahbazyan. It's a really good fight because Brad Tavares is a top 15 guy, top 10 guy, and he's been ranked for a long time. He's coming up a long way off, but he's a tough test, man. He's a good fighter. He's very technical. He's good striking, good chin. He's been knocked out before, but against freaking guys like Robert Whitaker. One thing about Brad Tavares, like I just mentioned, a long way off, but he's a better striker on the feet for sure. He has good cardio. I think he's a better striker. I think Edmen probably has more power, but I do think Brad's more technical. He had a good takedown defense, but I mean, we've seen him get taken down. Elias took him down. A couple other guys, Nick Romero did too. So I mean, Edmen probably could take him down, but it's all about can he control him, So I was impressed in the fight with Darren Stewart because he used the wrestling game plan, took him down about 7 times, and he kind of gassed out in the 3rd round, and he got hurt, and battled through adversity and showed he has a chin, and that was the first time he's ever been out the 1st round. So I mean, I think Edmen's a dog. I think he has a really high future. I think his striking, we haven't really seen a lot of his striking, but I mean he has power, man. I mean he's been finishing a lot of these guys, and I'm not going to sit here and say he's more technical than Brad Tavares because he's not. Brad Tavares is, one of the most technical strikers in the division, and he's very big too, and he has good cardio. But he's coming off a really long way off a beating against Stylebender, and I like Edmen, man, a lot. I mean, I think he has a great grappling game. I like his power. He's a finisher. He's, get the fight against Charles Bird, man. He finds a way to get the finish, and I don't know if he finishes the guy like Brad Tavares. I think this is a close fight. I'm gonna go back and forth, but I gotta go with Edmen, man. I think he's just gonna take him down. And, maybe even hurt him on the feet. I think Brad, could definitely pick him apart, but I'll go with Edmen, man. I'm gonna go with the decision. I know that kind of crazy picking him by decision, but yeah, I think he'll win a 29-20 decision. I think he's gonna hurt Brad Tavares and drop him a couple times, and Brad actually might even drop him as well. But yeah, I'll go with Edmen with the fight of the night, 29-20 decision. Next fight, we got Shane Burgos versus Mr. Finland. So this line is definitely off. I think that this line's crazy, man, in my opinion. But I gotta go with Shane Burgos here, man. He's just a way better striker. He messes around a lot. He keeps his his hands down a lot, and he gets hit. But Makwan does too. Makwan, keeps his hands down, man. Every fight, and I mean, one of the main reasons why I'm picking Burgos here is that fight with Jason Knight. Jason Knight hurt him so bad on the feet. Jason Knight did drop him like twice, and Jason Knight was boxing him up. And Shane Burgos has way better hands than Jason Knight. I mean, I think Shane Burgos could be a top 10, top 5 guy. He just messes around so much, and he's just. I'm not gonna say he's chinny because he's not. He's a very durable fighter. Mr. Finland's durable too. They both have good chins, but with the Cup Swanson fight, he could easily dominate and finish him. But he messes around a lot, man. He plays with his food, and I do think that Burgos is a great fighter. I think that he has a really good ground game. He's really good on the mat. He has a black belt in BJJ. Great takedown defense. Makwan's the best grappler ever fought, but I mean, still though, man, if Makwan gets him down, I mean, Jane Burgos is very good off his back, dude. We saw against Corral, but striker versus grappler matchup, Makwan, has really good pressure. But I think he's gonna get caught. I think he's gonna be going forward, and his striking doesn't even compare to Burgos. So I mean, could he hurt Burgos? I mean, maybe, but I don't think it's going to be anything. Like if he drops him, I think he'll go right back up. But I think Burgos is just way cleaner on the feet, way more technical. And I think Burgos is going to get him out of there. I'm going to go Shane Burgos with KO in the second round. So next fight, we got Corey Anderson, Johnny Walker. I mean, this is a really, really clear breakdown for me. Seen a lot of hype on Corey Anderson. I think that a lot of people are saying that he's the dog of the night and all this stuff, and I don't get it. I think Johnny Walker's gonna absolutely steamroll him. I'm not playing Juice right now, but I mean, he's definitely someone that I've been, eyeing to the line's getting better. But I'm gonna wait right now. I was gonna play him at, I think, what, minus 140, minus 145, but I'm just playing dogs right now. But I mean, I feel like I should play favorites like when I think like the line's off, but the line's, I don't know, man. I thought Johnny Walker should be a minus 200, even above. I'm staying away right now until the line gets better, but Walker's just so much better, I feel like, dude. I think Walker's just going to smoke him on the feet. People were saying about the fight with Henrique and Temesser. The guy's improved so much since then. I mean, if even if Corey Anderson gets him down, I don't think Corey Anderson's going to, be able to just tap him out like this. And Johnny Walker's a BJJ, or not black, but brown belt. And I mean, it's going to be hard to take this guy down anyways, dude. So, on the feet, I mean, it's a mismatch. He's too athletic, he's too explosive. I mean, the knees, the elbows, I mean, everything, dude. I mean, Johnny Walker's for real. I think he beats everybody in the division besides John Jones. And I think Corey Anderson, his shin is just, he hasn't been knocked down in 2 years, but who has he fought in the last 2 years? Ilya Latifi, fraud. Who else has he fought? Glover Teixeira, good fighter, but I mean, does not really have hands, does not have power and stance to grappler. Pat Cummings next. So I got to go with Johnny Walker. I think he's going to, completely just expose that chin. And I'm going to go with a first round KO in about 1 minute. We got the main card. We have 5 fights left. Let's do this, man. So first fight at the main card, we got Gregor Gillespie versus Kelvin. This is a great fight. Wow, I got a tough fight. I got a tough time with this fight. This is a very close fight because I'm really high on Gregor Gillespie. I think that he's the real deal. I think that he's going to be a potential top 5 guy, and I think he's good everywhere. But he hasn't fought anybody like Kevin Lee. He really hasn't fought anybody to begin with. I mean, the best guy he's fought is Yancy Medeiros, and Yancey's definitely on the way out. And, you got like Kevin Lee. A lot of people think he's a fraud. A lot of people think he sucks, but I think he's a great fighter. I think Kevin Lee's no joke. I think Kevin Lee's, the better striker. I think he has a good right hand. This is a 3-round fight. He's a really good grappler. I think Gregor probably is a better grappler. I think Gregor can definitely probably take him down. But can he control Kevin Lee on the mat? I don't think he can. Can Kevin Lee take down Gregor? I don't know. Like, if he takes Gregor's back, like we've seen Sidney Outlaw before do, he's in trouble. This is a really good fight, man. Like I'm having a really tough time with this fight because I mean this is a huge test for Gregor, man, and this is a big test for Kevin Lee too. But at the end of the day, I gotta go with Gregor here, man. I just think the pace, man, the cardio is too much. Kevin Lee's, a big red flag is his cardio, man. They both have great chins. I think Gregor's definitely more durable though, and I just think the relentless pressure and pace of Gregor is just it's gonna tire out, man, Kevin Lee. And I think Gregor can definitely get a lot of takedowns, but I don't think he's gonna be able to control him. I think Kevin will get back up, but all that time Kevin did enough to make it tired for him. And I think Gregor actually has good hands too. It's not like he has bad striking; he has really good striking. I just think Kevin Lee has a little bit more better hands, but I do think that Gregor has good striking. I think Gregor's just gonna win a decision, man. I don't think he's gonna finish Kevin Lee, but I think Gregor's gonna win a decision, rack up a bunch of points like that. But I think Kevin Lee's live for sure. I think the line's off. You can get Kevin Lee plus 200, and that's a great bet, but I don't think he's ever gonna get there. So next fight we got Black Beast versus Blagoy Ivanov. Yeah, and this is a weird fight, Derek Thompson, what am I telling you? Derek Lewis. It's late, man. I'm tired. I mean, what do you want to say about him, dude? He's, a freaking beast, dude. Comes back from a lot of fights. He's, you never count him out. He's come up a long way up, but yeah, I do think that Luque is probably the better fighter. I think Luque probably, is more technical, but I think somewhere down the line, Luque is going to extend himself and he's going to get caught, and Derek Lewis is going to knock him out. So I'm going to go Derek Lewis with a knockout, but don't tell man that. I'm not confident at all, and I would never play that fight. So next fight, boy, do we have a fight. We got my third play in the night, and I mean, before I even do the breakdown, I'm sure everyone probably knows, so I'm betting here. We got Vicente Luque versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You can call me biased all you want. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will say that because Vicente Luque has been one of my money trains, man. Throughout probably throughout my betting career. I bet this guy against Miko Price, a guy that I bet so many times, a guy that I faded with James Vick, and it burned me. But I mean, I bet Miko Price multiple times, and I faded him with Luque. And I'm telling you right now, dude, Luque's a really good fighter, man. I think he's going to be a top 5 guy. I think Wonderboy is a great fighter, but I think it's honestly in the past. I think he's on the decline, man. He's 36 years old. I think his chin's deteriorating. I mean, you could tell in his fights. I mean, the guy's what three of his last 4 fights. I mean, the 2 fights he literally took so much damage, and then Till dropped him in that 5th round, and then a guy like Pettis, dude, knocks you out in the 2nd round. And I mean, if you go back and watch that fight, people are acting like Wonderboy was absolutely dissecting him. And when you go back and watch it, it was like, what the heck? Like, Pettis actually might have won that 1st round. Like, Wonderboy just did not look good, man, in that fight with Pettis. And then the fight with Till, he didn't look good. He just didn't throw a lot of volume, and he looked like a killer against Masvidal, man. But after that, man, I think he's declining, man. I really do. I mean, his chin, dude, for sure. Say what you want about Luque, he gets hit, but Luque is definitely the more durable guy here. And I don't care what anyone says. Luque hits harder, dude, 100%, dude, than Wonderboy. Yeah, Wonderboy is more technical, and Wonderboy has a lot of weapons and feet and all that stuff, but Luque's going to be not dogging him. He's going to be pressuring him the whole fight. He's going to be pressuring him. What's the word I'm looking for? Not dogging. I don't know what I'm looking for, but basically just pressuring, just what's I'm looking for. Walking him down. He's gonna be walking him down the whole fight. And yeah, he needs to watch out that's counters of Wonderboy, but I feel like Luque's gonna get hit, and I think he's just gonna walk right through it because we know Luque's has the better chin, has a really good chin. But I think Luque had one shot from him, man. That straight left, dude, that great right hand, that great jab. One shot, man. When that straight left connects to that chin, dude, I think it's over. I really do, man. We do have the grappling advantage too. I don't think it's going to go there, but Luque is a great fighter. The Barberina fight, I thought that was very controversial because there's in Barberina's hometown. If that would have went to the scorecards, I thought Luque definitely should have won that fight, but he got the finish in the 3rd round. So who cares? The Mike Perry fight was close, and when you go back and watch it, I do think Luque definitely won that fight. Mike Perry's no joke. He hits really hard, and Wonderboy's a big test because Wonderboy's a ranked top 10 guy, and he has some good wins. But I mean, just watching him lately and watching his last few fights, he's declining, man. And you can't sit here and say he's not. Oh, people are saying that he smoked the guy in the main event. He smoked Masvidal. This is the same Wonderboy, man. Like, come on, man. I mean, and Masvidal loses a lot of fights, dude. I mean, he's on a 2-fight winning streak and all this stuff, and yeah, he's a good fighter, but he also has like 10 or 11 losses, dude. I mean, Masvidal, it's what, 34-13. So I'm not going to say he's a journeyman, dude, but I mean, the guy definitely, has a lot of losses. Wonderboy's a great fighter, but he's 36. He's old. Luque's younger. So, and, I just feel like, not father time, but I think that chin is declining, man. So I'm going to go with Vicente Luque. And like I mentioned, he has the more power, the really good pressure. It's going to frustrate Wonderboy. And I think he's in the eat the shots better than Wonderboy can. And I'm gonna go with Vicente Luque with a straight left KO to the chin. And I want to go the 1st round KO. I think he's gonna knock him out late in the 1st round. And it's in a staple, man. And Luque's gonna get a really big fight next. So next fight we got co-main event. We got Kelvin Gastelum, Darren Till. I think the line is crazy. I mean, Darren Till's plus 220, definitely off, but yeah, I got Kelvin. I don't like how Kelvin's saying he wouldn't fight Cannon on 2 days. Between me and you, Cannon would absolutely smoke both these guys. But about this matchup, yeah, Kelvin's, I think he hits harder. I think he has more power. I think he's more technical, really good pressure. and I think he's gonna knock that down too. But I mean, the line's off for sure, and you can't sit here and say till Kane win this fight because I think he's definitely live. I think he's gonna look the best we've ever seen him in 185. But you know, KO really his last fight. I mean, Kelvin took a lot of damage too, but yeah, I'll go with Kelvin got some for KO, but it's pass fight. Main event: Corey Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Great fight, very close fight. Um, yeah, I mean, basically, two really good strikers. This fight's not going to hit the mat. I think they both have good jiu-jitsu. I think Jorge Masvidal has more power. I think Nate Diaz definitely has, a lot of volume, probably more volume. They're very, very technical. They both have good chins. They both have good cardio. I gotta say, Diaz is the better cardio. I think definitely what could happen is that he's gonna win. I think Jorge's gonna win. Early the fight, and then Diaz gonna come back. I think it's gonna be a very close fight, but I think Jorge will win the first three. I got Diaz winning the last two. I think it's gonna go to scorecards. I think it's gonna be a very close, maybe inconsequential decision, but Nate Diaz 100% alive here. I would never play Masvidal on the juice. Both these guys, win a lot of fights. Both these guys lose a lot of fights. Both these guys should not fight Colby or Usman because they both look embarrassed. So I'll go with Masvidal. I think that he has more power. I think he is a little more technical, a little more, like I mentioned, power. But I'll go with him with the decision. So there you go. Kind of did it a little short tonight just because it's late for me doing that Thursday night. So thanks guys. Comment below you guys have every fight, and we'll be back next week. Later guys.